Check 1, 2, 3. Johnny Renaissance coming to you off the cuff. Just attended an AppSumo masterclass. That's part of what you get access to when you become a Plus member for $99 a year. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. You can click my affiliate link below. Show me a little love here, people. I'm putting all this time and effort in for you because you never know when one of these videos or podcasts is going to change the trajectory of your life, business, and career just like that. So, all right. So here's just a few things I got. Just a few. There were a lot. The first big thing here is take action. Stop messing around. Stop waiting around. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming it on other people that you can't get anything done, and just take some action. I really needed to hear that today myself. I'm guilty, just like everyone is at times, of procrastinating and not just doing the simple things that get things moving, and the simple and bold things that get things moving, like picking up the phone and calling the next 25 people who you think might be the next best prospects for your service or whatever it is you're trying to do or whatever it is you're trying to create. Pick up the phone and start taking action and start making those phone calls. Content creation. This is big. Everybody's talking about this all the time. You know it's important for your business. You know it's important for your career. You know you probably should be doing more of it, but what do you cover? I mean, I'd love to just turn the microphone on and the camera on and start talking, but I've got to get better at getting more focused on where is the demand for the content that I'm creating so that I can get more traction and build my list, because that's key number one. If you're trying to start a business, if you're trying to advance your career, if you're trying to take the next step, wherever you're trying to take it, you've got to build your lists. And the only way to do that is to get traffic to your content and get them to opt in and subscribe to your newsletters and everything else that you have to offer. And you can't do that if you're creating content and not promoting it effectively, but also not creating content for which there is high demand, increasing the likelihood that people will come and visit you and spend time with you, learning, growing, and becoming a part of your community. So Reddit is an excellent place to do searches on your topic of interest and discover where the interest actually lies. One of the things that Noah's guest today, Sam Parr, shared was his system on Reddit for going through the threads there and really honing in on what is the most popular content, what are the most popular questions, what are the things people are really struggling with, and not being too it's really important to go from the general thing down to a really specific thing and then cover that in a very effective way. And then where Sam Parr is really amazing is he just takes action and he just gets things done. He focuses. He doesn't waste time. He's doing all kinds of things. He's making it happen quickly. Learn, move fast, grow, take action. I mean, it's just there's a lot of momentum there. So research on Reddit, research Facebook groups are another very, very powerful tool that you can use to bring your membership community together, but also to do research and really hone in and understand more about what your potential audience is looking for so you can provide it for them. So focus there. On AppSumo, one of the apps, I think they just recently dropped this one, so it's available. Melon, MELON. It's a live streaming tool. It allows you to run one live stream on multiple platforms at once. You can push it out to your YouTube. You can push it out to Facebook at the same time, running it from the app. And once again, it's a one-time investment of Melon, not a monthly fee for another live streaming service, keeping it simple. Ikigai, I think that's how you say that. It's a Japanese concept, and I'm just going to look this up again here. This is one of the other things I learned, just reinforced. There's amazing amounts of information available to you right here. All you need is a keyboard and a computer. You got a question, type it in, do a little research. The information is there. The only question is, are you going to take action? Ikigai is a Japanese concept. It's one's reason for being. Sam started out today with this, and this is so important because if you're feeling depressed or lethargic or like you don't have the motivation, you're not feeling the passion, and you just don't know which direction you should go, you're not working on the right things. You're not working on the things that are a convergence of your personal passions, your beliefs, your values, and vocation. Those who follow the concept of Ikigai undertake the activities of their life with willingness and a satisfying sense of meaning. You've got to combine all of those things and really find the thing that combines all of those things, or you're not going to be happy with your work every day. And we all have to go to work every day and earn and make a living, but we also need to feel fulfilled. We need to feel like what we're getting up and doing every day is important and meaningful to at least one other person. Are you doing that? And if not, how can you align those things? So I encourage you to do some reading on that. That was awesome. Typeform. Okay. I'm working on something right now, trying to generate leads, and I'm getting all elaborate in my thinking about this amazing thing I can build. And what I learned today is, what Sam has done with a lot of the companies he started is he's basically just created a landing page that has a Typeform survey on it. Or he's reached out directly to a very tight group of prospects, people that he's done research on in a niche market. And he decides, these are the 100 people that I think might make a good candidate for what I'm doing, and reaching out to them directly with a survey or with a series of questions, trying to get them to respond. If they respond, he takes the next step by sending them an email, and then he does a discovery call with them, and he's closing deals that way. That's freaking amazing, simple, ground level, grassroots, guerrilla style action. Typeform. You don't need to build a big elaborate website to get yourself started. Now, you do want that. You absolutely do want that ultimately, but don't let that slow you down. Don't let that stop you from taking action today on just creating a simple 6-question Typeform survey that you start pushing out. That's what I'm doing before the end of the day. That's what they had us commit to by the end of the webinar today, was like, what are you going to take action on today? And for me, that's it. That is the one thing that I'm going to do. I'm working on it now, but I couldn't resist creating this podcast for you first. Speed versus quality in business. So it's easy to get caught up in, everything's got to be perfect. Like, I got to have this perfect website. I got to have all these things in place before I launch my business, whatever you might be working on. But you don't. You just need to start. You just need to start. Sometimes that means just grabbing your phone, getting somewhere, finding a prospect, reaching out, picking up, trying to make something happen. It's amazing what happens when you do that, because it creates momentum, but it also allows you to gather intelligence so you can take the logical next step in the process. And you'll get to all those other things that are important too, but what you've really got to get to are interested people who want to buy what you have to sell. And unless you're growing that thing at 3 to 5% per week, maybe you need to stop, maybe you need to quit that thing, and maybe you need to choose something else. But if you are growing the thing you're working on by 3 to 5% every week, you're probably onto something. That was another good kind of benchmark idea. When it comes to momentum, we're talking about small results, but fast. So we often get caught up too in big results. I want to create all this amazing stuff. Yeah. That's all great. But let's create something here right now, today. How can you generate $1 for your new venture today, right now? What do you need to do? Neville Medora's copywriting course. I got to check that out. Sam Parr had put that on the top of his list as really important things he learned a number of years ago that have really helped him. Another concept called that he labeled force function. Now, I'm not a big proponent of this all the time because you have to be really careful, but it's basically putting something out there. If you think you're onto something, you think you have an idea, you think you have something going, and you want to get it started, but you need the motivation to hold you accountable to creating it, go out and sell it first. Go out and sell 10 of whatever it is you're going to sell, and then put it together for those 10 people. It's kind of working backward, but it forces you, it keeps you accountable, and it's bold. And you want to be careful, because if you do that and you do it in the wrong ways, you'll create stuff that's not high quality, that doesn't have a lot of value, and you won't deliver, and it won't help you. But it is a good concept. Force function. It's like forced personal accountability. Business is part art and part science. Always keep that in mind. Trust your instincts. Do whatever you have to do to maintain and keep a high level of confidence in what you're doing, because it's so easy to just start doubting yourself. Business is part art, part science. Seek out demand that already exists. I started out talking about that. That is so important. Ideas are the easy part. You might think you have a great idea, but when you get it into the marketplace, is there really a demand for it? That's what you got to figure out. Otherwise, you're going nowhere and you're wasting time. So be very careful with that. Copywritingcourse.com. That's where you can get Neville Medora's copywriting course. AppSumo, click my affiliate link below. Appreciate you sticking with me. It's all about the authenticity here. Just want to make sure I'm coming to you regularly with stuff like this that is designed to alter in many amazing positive ways the trajectory of your life, business, and career. You never know when you're going to run into something here on theashflash.com that changes your life, changes your business, changes your career forever, and in so many beautiful ways. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. And if you're not on theashflash.com, be sure you go